Hi, welcome to Everything Sparkle. Sorry, I just had to get that full costume, and I am a French maid, in case you couldn't tell. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Halloween.
And with us, we have the wonderful and talented Javier. So I've never had a fashion designer, male fashion designer on this show before. I'm so excited.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for welcoming me here.
You are the most dapper. I love it. I love the way you're dressed.
Thank you. I'm trying to bring that back for men to really kind of take it up a notch and step up to the level that women have always been.
Nice. So what inspired you to get into the fashion world?
So as a kid, I've always kind of dabbled in that, and I always inspired. So one of my idols was Liberace. I don't know if you're old enough or young enough to be able to remember
I know
him.
who he is. Yeah,
So,
I saw the Candelabra
yeah.
movie. So
Yeah, Liberace, Elvis Presley, when they really took their shows to another level, that's what really inspired me.
just the whole everything from the shades and everything. So we have some pictures, and Michael can find some pictures of all those celebrities that you've been red carpeting a lot.
Absolutely.
And on your
absolutely.
Facebook.
That's where I network. That's
We
where
have
I
your
find my
Facebook
clients.
information on there, right?
Thank you.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Cazares, almost as if it was a K, even though it's a C. So
Javier
Cazares.
Cazares.
Correct.
Okay, so this is what we need to keep an eye out for you. How long have you been doing this?
So I just recently got into it. Probably about I'm going almost on my third year, and I'm loving every minute. I mean, I'm passionate about fashion.
So how do you go for, hey, I'm going to look good myself and start putting my own clothes together, my own designs together to, hey, I'm going to do this for other people? How does that happen?
I think there came a time when I just wanted to help other people. I want to help other men, other young millennials, to really see the importance of dressing up for the occasion. I don't mean dress like this every day, every time you walk out of your house.
That'd be
but
nice,
but
though.
definitely when the occasion calls for it. You take your girlfriend on a nice dinner date. She looks fabulous. You want to look like you match with her. Like she didn't just pick you off from the street and say, "Come on with me."
See, and that's the thing. Every boyfriend I've ever had, I've had to like become their stylist and just completely take everything out, start all over again. So you're helping.
But that's
men.
what you have to do. I mean, you have to really set the standard. So women come up to me and tell me, "Can you please help my boyfriend? Can you help my husband?" I said, "I could help him for a day, but if you don't, I'm trying to look for the word, that if you don't exceed that from them, if you don't tell them this is what you have to do for me, before we walk out of here, then they just go right back to themselves. So it's good that you do that. You have to absolutely, a man is a representation of what you're willing to settle for.
That's really good. I like that. That's well put.
Yeah, I mean, dressing says a lot about the guy. If you're that important to him, he's going to do whatever it takes to look the best as you would want him to look.
And that's what I keep saying, and I always feel like I'm sounding like the B word every time I say that, but I mean, being a female takes a lot of work, a lot of time,
Absolutely.
and a lot of money.
Why shouldn't the man go through? To a little bit of extra trouble to look great beside you when you've taken all that time. You buy the nice shoes, the beautiful gown, to go to this special place, to a special ball, and then your guy shows up like it's not that important to him.
Right.
You know.
No, I completely understand. So if I want you to style somebody for a day, what are your rates and how do we get a hold of you to
So
do that?
I've got, just depending on people's budget, I kind of work with that. But if you wanted to hire me for an hour to go, take you around and kind of show you a little bit of what things would work well for you and what do to these pieces, you're looking at about $120 initial cost to give you a good class that you could take off with that and run with it and style you for that day.
That's really affordable. What if we
Absolutely.
want you to make a piece for us? Can you design
Yeah. I have tailors that now that I design stuff and specifically to something that you would still feel comfortable, but getting you a little bit out of your comfort zone also, because we want people to just go, wow, like that I never seen on you, but it looks great on you.
So is this all for men or you do
Right now I'm dealing with just men. Yes, I know. I get women that ask me that every single
just
time.
because you look so nice, I think,
you.
and we don't have a lot of. I'm not trying to put down the town, but we don't have a lot of. We don't have a lot of male fashion designers here in
Right.
Fresno. I mean, that I'm aware of in the Central Valley. So, I think we see your work and we're just like wowed.
Yeah,
So we
and
wanna-
again, a lot of my clients are up north. I have some here in Fresno, but I'd like to little by little get Fresno to really kind of step up. Because what I see in LA and Hollywood and whatever, I know that we have the capability of doing that here. It's just if we set the mindset, we set the scenario to do that and the venue to do that and attract the right people and show them the importance of it. Because nowadays social media is what we see is like eye candy. We either decide to go to that event or not go to that event based on what we see.
Right.
Right?
That's true. And it's so widespread. So what are some of the best red carpet moments you had? I've seen a lot of red carpet pictures of you, I think.
Kind of hard to pin one in specific, but Vivica Fox by far is such a beautiful person, and that was probably one of my highlights. Just the honor of meeting her and being able to talk to her and really speak with her for 5-10 minutes one-on-one was unheard of. I mean, for her to give somebody that kind of time, but I think it all had to do with how I was dressed. It really opened up that door for me with her because she really liked it.
Well, that's true. When you dress important and you look important, people start talking to you, and you might be not important at all.
Absolutely.
So that's where dressing really matters.
Absolutely.
Because all of a sudden people think, oh, you have money, you have power, and you're just, Joe Smo from down the street. Because they know the odds of Joe Smo dressing up are not likely. So they already assume.
So it's really not about how much money you have and how much money you're willing to spend. It's how you make use of that money to make it look and still so you could look great. You don't need to spend a fortune. You just need to spend it in the right places to make it look like the stuff was fitted just for you. And so doing that, I think you're absolutely right. You said it earlier is people are attracted to something that looks well put together. As we men are when we see a woman, that the fine little details is what really kind of make it. I mean, we could see a 20-year-old that doesn't care about herself and dresses a certain way, or we could see a 45, 50-year-old lady that looks classy, that looks beautiful. But what makes her beautiful is the fact that she takes care of herself, that she does care about herself. She actually puts on something nice for that specific event. It's no different with us men.
Right, and I lived in Los Angeles for 15 years, and me and one of my closest girlfriends, Naseem, we used to get the best discounts, the best bargains. Like, we would have these dresses that were under $10, and people were like, wow, where'd you get that? But because we did the makeup, the hair extensions, everything else, people already assumed that they were pricier than we were actually spending because we had the whole everything together, and that's like another exactly part of it. So
it's how you put everything together without spending a fortune, like you said. It's just doing the rest of the pieces that complete that puzzle that makes you look great without spending a fortune. And that's where I kind of come into with my clients, that I say, hey, look, we can make you look better for these events without breaking the bank and without making you spend a fortune.
Nice. So where do you see yourself going now that you're in demand and everybody wants you? Are you keeping up with the demands?
I do it, and I say I don't do it for a living. I do it as a hobby because I enjoy it. I think I keep enjoying it, the fact that I don't have to absolutely make a living at it.
But you could almost at this point because you're asked all the time.
I could, but again, I want to still enjoy it where I feel like it's not a burden on me. I don't have to go hustle, try to convince people to spend money. Just use if I could be of service for free to anybody that I feel that I can be, I will be. That's just, it's in my nature to give.
So what would you like to see for yourself? Would you like to actually have a brand and like that those are Javier suits? What would your brand, is that something that you want to see, or you just want to style specific people?
I think I'm more into styling. Even though I love designing, I do love designing, and who knows, once I get the deal, then I will design jackets with my own label. And I think that's definitely a possibility.
Oh, what's going to be
there going to be some really nice jackets.
Is it going to be JC though? Is that going to be
exactly
like
what
a
it's gonna
monogram?
be.
And I love it.
It's almost as if you guessed it. Yeah.
I love it. Well, I'm so excited, but I can't wait to see what's next for you, because it's just every time I look on social media, you're at a red carpet event, you're meeting that person. I'm like, oh my God, who don't you know? You know everybody.
It's about networking. So networking is really important to me. It's like, dress up, show up, and then that's the only way. Nobody's going to come knocking at your door and say, hey, by the way, I'm so-and-so. I'm here to meet you. We have to get out there. We have to get out there and meet people, and you never know who you're going to meet. That's why I always say, I don't care if I have to travel 3.5 hours all the way to LA. If I got invited somewhere, I'm going to make every effort to show up because I got invited.
Nice. So if I wanted to get a custom-made suit, let's say from my brother, what would be the time frame that I could say, hey, this is what I want. I want tailored.
So we need minimum at least about 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, that's it. So
Yeah.
you're not
No,
okay.
no.
That's
2,
not
3
bad
weeks.
at all.
No, our tailor there in LA, he's pretty quick. He's responsive. If I ask him for a piece, he's right on it.
Oh,
The
that's
guy's- yeah,
that's
he's
not
got
bad at
tailors.
all. And then what if someone's not available to get fitted? If they send you the measurements, or you don't prefer that?
I prefer to actually measure the person. If
Okay.
I have to drive and measure the person just to make sure that it fits them, I always think, when your name's on something, or your services are on something, you want them to look 100%.
Right. Well, my brother
There's
lives in
no-
Kentucky. That's why I was
Yeah.
like,
Okay, he'll have to either drive down here, or I'll have to fly up there.
Oh.
One of the two,
well, that's above and beyond.
right?
So what was the first thing that you did where you were like, okay, I'm gonna do this as a hobby? Was it for friends? Like, what was the first?
So well, first I started kind of playing around with my,
Right.
on my own, obviously seeing what worked and what worked for me, and so on and so on. And then I did have the pleasure of styling Papa Snoop, which is Snoop Dogg's father. Which, if you're hearing me out there, if you get to see this on social media, I want to do a big shout out for allowing me to do that for you, because that was very special to me. And it
Do we
was
have
a
a
huge
picture of
success.
that?
No, we probably don't, but I
Is it
I
on?
got
If
it.
it's on Instagram,
It's
I
on
can probably-
Instagram, but
Michael,
somewhere,
if you could find Papa Snoop, I will.
yeah, it was an
or
absolute
whatever's on
pleasure.
Instagram, because we have a lot of
He was stoked, and
You had- yeah.
I was happy, of course.
awesome.
Yeah,
No, I've seen so many pictures of yours, so it's like everybody that you're with always seems famous on the
yeah.
red
There's all sorts of different people, movie makers, producers, and and I think that's my message. Really, my message today is, I really want men and young men, millennials, to realize the importance of dressing. It really says a lot about you. And again, if we're going to go play soccer, we put on our soccer shoes and our shorts. We go to the gym, we put on our gym clothes. Why not do the same when we have a special event? And I mean by special events, whether it be a wedding, a gala, a nice party that requires you to, whether wear a tie or bow tie, just something that dresses you up. That if you're hanging out at a lounge, at a party somewhere, at a restaurant, and you're just chilling with the guys, go ahead, break loose. Put your open shirt, your jacket, and relax and enjoy your time. But whenever the time calls for it, that your woman is going to wear a beautiful dress, you need to look like you belong with her. You don't want to catch her looking at the guy walking in that looks sharp as hell, and then you're just wondering, why is she looking over there? Well, why not? Right?
Exactly.
Why not?
Yeah, I am totally with you. I mean, every time I go on a date, I need to have them like see you first.
You send them to me, and I can
To do the
I can
test
definitely
run.
give them some advice.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if you see a progression going down, but I saw like at one point men were really stepping it up, and now I just feel like I've seen it being stepped down a little bit. The men are getting lazier.
absolutely. They don't feel it's important. And well, here's the other thing. If you as women do not exceed that for yourselves, then the men will continue to just decline.
I understand that part. But yeah.
Absolutely. So, so it's a combination of, it's their fault, but it's also, as women, it's your fault for not making them step up to the plate and say, okay, I'm not walking out of this house unless you're dressed the way I want you to be dressed. There it is.
I love
You found it.
Papa Snoop. That is.
Papa Snoop looked
You
dapper.
made that
Oh yeah,
jacket.
it's a nice, beautiful turquoise.
I love
And then
that
his
color,
bow tie
Javier.
set.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I absolutely adore it.
Do you have another picture of the different jacket that he had?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah, you found one, but no, it was such a pleasure, and he's such a great, down to earth guy that it was such a pleasure working with him, and dressing him up. I mean, he was excited. He said back in the day, that's kind of the way, somewhat what he used to dress, but he said, man, Javier, you took it to a whole other level. It's just a different style that you have. And I said, well, and that's where we take it, that's where it's a different event. If you're going to the gala, you never show up. I don't care if you got a $500 or $1,000 suit with a tie that you wear to work every day. And it's a beautiful suit, don't get me wrong. But you're not going to show up to a gala with that, because it's just as if you got out of the office and went straight there. You know what I mean?
Right,
You have to
exactly.
change it up a little bit. Put on a different dinner jacket, a little bow tie. Do something different that sets you apart from the rest, but you also compliment the woman that you're with.
Exactly. And I saw because when he's saying back in the day, it's like that show Mad Men. It's like we love to watch that. The
Sure.
men are dressed up nice, and men used to dress up just to go hang out with men, to go chill with
Absolutely.
their boys.
Absolutely.
They used to go to the cigar, the cigar bars. I'm sure when you were in LA,
Yeah.
you spent some
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
You've dabbled in that, and it's. I mean, now it's besides dressing up for your women, I mean, we used to dress up. They used to dress up all the time, just leaving
just
the
to
house.
go hang out. Yeah, you're right.
So
you're right.
I mean, it would be nice to see a little bit of that come back, just a little bit. Like you
Sure.
said, there's a time and place for everything.
Sure.
Just to be dressed up like a couple times a month, even.
Yeah.
Just an excuse to do that. That'd be really nice. So.
Yeah, and so here Papa Snoop is wearing the same black pants, the same white shirt, same black shoes. The only thing I'm changing on him in this little photo session that we did is jackets. And just by changing the jacket already changes the look.
Right.
So when people ask me, oh, but I got to probably spend a lot of money, I'm like, you could wear the same shoes, the same black pants, the same white shirt, and all you're changing is a dinner jacket, and you got a completely different look. Or you could just change the bow ties for that matter, or the color of here in the center, and it becomes a whole different new outfit. So
It's like how
there's
us-
different ways to do it.
Us women, we do with our accessories, with our shoes
Sure.
and our purse. It's like the
Absolutely.
same concept.
Absolutely, and the men can learn to do that also. It's just getting them to do it is obviously the hardest part, right?
I love your bow tie. Where do you come up with these
Thank you.
amazing bow ties?
So I thought of this one. This is from I say I like to repurpose ties also. That's a lot of my stuff comes from repurposed ties, meaning you have a tie and I turn it into those bow tie set. I turn this, so I don't know if you could get a close up or not, but it's basically little ghost goblins, and then I did the detail in the buttons, and then my little pockets to
I
match.
love it. It
So
is
that was kind of my little
beautiful.
spin on a Halloween theme, as you can see. So let me straighten it out there. But yeah, if you could see the little ghost, and then I got the little ghost in the buttons. And I'm really attention to detail. Just as you ladies are attention to detail, I like to make sure that those little details kind of come out to show the uniqueness in different individuals.
And I love that we matched today. We need to
Absolutely,
plan
we
this.
need to. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to take a picture together because black and white, we're just like perfect, without even coordinating. Because I was like, okay, what am I gonna wear today? She didn't say what to wear. I don't
And
know what to
by
wear,
the
but
way,
I'm, like,
I'm
nah.
wearing a JC original.
Yes, absolutely, and I'm so grateful for you wearing it.
I'm
and
so
it looks
grateful for you
fabulous.
bringing it.
It looks fabulous on you. I mean, I just happen to have it in my little
Women in
briefcase.
ties, that's a thing now, right?
I mean, it looks great on you. Look at you.
So I heard one of my good friends, Chris Mackey, told me you're
Okay.
going to be in one of his movies.
Yes, we are. We're going to be in. So it's called Soldado Lobo, which I mean, and the right translation would be wolf soldier, but it's enemy of the wall, as he likes to put it. So that's going to be exciting. I'm really excited to work on this for him and be a part of it. And again, to all the other great actors, I don't have their names here in front of me, which I wish I would have had them, but you called me to the seat like hot. So all I can say is all the great actors that are involved, it's going to be great, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And so look out for it. It's called Soldado Lobo, Enemy of the Wall, with Chris Mackey and his wife writing it and co-writing it. It's going to be a great. So
They're
yes,
great.
thank you for bringing
They're
that up, by the way.
great people.
They
They're-
are.
they're my favorite
They're
people,
sweethearts.
so-
Sweethearts. I love them.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see how it turns out.
Thank you for bringing that up too. I'm glad that you gave me the space.
You
and time to
didn't
be
tell
able
me
to-
that. It's just
to talk
a little
about
birdie
that.
told me
Yeah, well,
last
that's
night.
good.
I was like, really?
I mean, I had it in the back of my mind, but unless you were going to ask about it, I was ready to like, okay. Also, can I say? But no, you
Of
beat me to the
course.
punch. So thank you.
Yeah,
I love
and-
the beautiful red lipstick, by the way. It's just the finishing touch to that outfit.
Thank you so much for coming, Javier.
No problem.
I really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
inviting me. Thank you for having me.
You'll have to come again in the future, and we'll
Absolutely.
see what you're.
I'm gonna have to take the shades off for a little bit, so at least they could get to see.
It will be a bunch of different red carpet. We have to
Right.
keep it's keeping up with Javier.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I've seen you before, familiar shadow on the floor, standing there waiting for change, but it never came, baby. Wait, I think that I've seen your face somewhere all over the place.
Welcome back to the Everything Sparkle Show. We have with us Jazmen Moore. Hey, girl, you're gonna sing for us.
I am going to sing.
I am so excited. So if you guys don't remember, last time she was on the show was for Booty Yoga, BUTI Yoga.
BUTI.
So we'll have to go check that one out. What is with your costume?
Okay, so I am Domino from Deadpool 2. I'm like, see, I got the eye. It's all the whole get up is all done.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, girl, we're gonna have the stage now. I can't wait to hear you sing.
Cool. Nobody knows me better, keeps me happy, loves me like myself. Keep looking in this mirror, I ain't concerned with no one else. Keep studying and keep shining, doing good things for yourself. Done long ago, put all the salt I had up on the shelf, cause I'm so lit, the way I spit. Wanna try my shoes, sure they won't fit. I love my crazy, every little bit. They can try to count me out, but I won't quit. Perfect, I know that I'm worth it. Girl behind the curtain, deeper than the surface. It feels so good to know that I'm my biggest, dopest fan. And ain't nobody out here repping me quite like I can. I know that I'm a queen, cause I'm the fairest in the land. I'm like, damn, that's who I am. If you ever thought I couldn't, I'll show you that I can. Cause ain't nobody out here rapping me quite like I can. When I walk past the mirror, stop and give myself a hand. I'm like, damn, that's who I am. I'm so bold and never folding and determined to leave my mark. And I come up with it. Excuse me if I bark, that's just a creative spark. I'm so sprung up off my art, I was destined from the start. Cause I'm so lit, so damn legit. I'm my own puzzle, so I know I'm fit. And I love it when I talk my shit. I'm the closest thing to heaven you can get. Crazy, dressing like a lady, won't let no one save me. Every day is shady, blazing. This whole room is hazy, and can't nothing faze me. I'm so damn amazing. It feels so good to know that I'm my biggest, dopest fan. And ain't nobody out here rapping me quite like I can. I know that I'm a queen, cause I'm the fairest in the land. I'm like, damn, that's who I am. If you ever thought I couldn't, I'll show you that I can. Cause ain't nobody out here rapping me quite like I can. When I walk past the mirror, stop and give myself a hand. I'm like, damn, that's who I am. I'm learning, stumbling onto my purpose, right in the path as I'm going. Nothing could stop me from growing. Every day I'm falling a little more for myself. My best wish is that you feel the same way about yourself. Cause ain't nobody out here repping me quite like I can. I know that I'm a queen, cause I'm the fairest in the land. I'm like, damn, that's who I am. If you ever thought I couldn't, I'll show you that I can. Cause ain't nobody out here repping me quite like I can. When I walk past the mirror, stop and give myself a hand. I'm like, damn, that's who I am.
Yay! Oh my God, girl!
Yes.
I love the pipes. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Explain the song.
Okay, so this is a song that I wrote, even though I kind of like forgot the words a little bit, but you know, I had to bring it back. Anyways, so this song I wrote when I've experienced a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. I was struggling a lot at the time when I wrote it, and I thought, like, I need to write something, need to get something out that is more positive, that really shows my energy and allows me to shine. And that song was basically about me and my self-love and my journey to self-love. And I think the more that I sing that and the more that I get, and the more times that I perform that song and the more that I share it with people, the further it takes me along in my journey.
So, Jazmen, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, because your voice sounded like just old and like powerful and beautiful. Like it was like an older woman speaking, but like it was beautiful. I love it. It was so mature.
Thank you.
And there was so much power behind that song.
I've been singing since I can't even remember. That's how long I've been singing. Singing has always been a passion of mine. I was in choir. I trained vocally with a vocal coach. I've done all kinds of things musically. My newest journey is me being a DJ, so I'm learning how to play music for other people, to play for the masses. But besides that, I sing and I write my own songs consistently. This is the way that I express myself, and I love to share it with other people.
So where can we hear this? Tell me we can hear this somewhere.
There isn't anywhere you can hear it yet.
Are you serious?
Not yet.
We
Not
just have
yet.
to have the live
Not yet.
Jazmen every time.
Don't worry. You do have to have the live version every time because that's the best version.
Well,
But-
obviously.
But I am working on recording it because I do.
You have to.
Yeah, I have an EP that I'm really.
You have to record that. This
I
is like a
definitely will.
disservice to humanity. For
Oh, it's
not
a
to be out
disservice
there.
to humanity. So
Not to
that
be
means
out.
that I have to do my
Not to
job,
be out.
guys.
Yes. And are you performing live anywhere? Is there any way anywhere we could see you?
I'm working on figuring out venues.
You
to
should be at the
perform.
Lucy Zone. Do you remember? That's you belong there.
I belong at Lucy's, so you'll see me at Lucy's. You'll see me at Lucy's.
Well, you'll see us there tonight.
You will too.
But oh my God, so you do everything. You bartend, you sing, and you do booty yoga. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Is that an appropriate question, or is that weird?
No, it's a
You've thought of it.
definitely
Come on.
appropriate question. I definitely see myself performing more, and what I really want to be doing is performing professionally. So being booked for events, being booked for large events. So that's kind of my goal. I'm definitely putting myself in different scenarios where I have to be up in front of a crowd and I have to learn the crowd and learn how to move them and manage a crowd also. So even bartending kind of helps me with that because I have to learn how to manage people when they're just a little bit unruly, but it does help me to be more assertive, and I think that that's one thing that I've gained as far as that's concerned. But with everything that I'm doing right now is all about performing, all about putting myself out there and being very self-expressive in front of people.
And you're no longer depressed.
Oh,
right?
of course not. No.
I love it. I love your confidence. How long have you lived in the Central Valley?
I've been here my entire life. I went to college at UC Merced, so I just really haven't left the Valley much. I do see myself leaving the Valley actually pretty soon, so probably within the next year or so.
You just seem very cultured. I mean, that your sound and your style of music is very cultured. You do booty yoga, which just came to the Central Valley.
I was one of the people who brought it here. So
Yeah, so where do you get all this like culture from? Do you just study other cultures a lot? Or do you travel a lot?
I think that, growing up, my mom was very cultured, so she always exposed us to a lot of different things. We would eat different types of food. We'd experience different types of music. I remember listening to even French rap at one point, so I have a lot I different exposure. When it
I
comes to
actually do
music.
like French rap.
French rap
That
is freaking awesome.
It's so
if you
beautiful.
haven't listened to French rap, listen to French rap. It is definitely worth listening to. So I just have a love and I have like a genuine love for music in general. So I have my favorites, but I listen to everything. So I think that a lot of things have influenced me, even especially 90s rock. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but definitely 90s rock is very influential.
What's your
in my sound.
favorite?
I love Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
I really do. I'm a huge Rob Thomas fan. I love Nickelback. I'm a huge Rob Thomas fan.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. You know, I did a movie with Pearl Jam.
Oh, lucky
That is-
you. I'm all lucky you. I'm all sitting here jealous.
Well, I mean, it's just like I see you doing movies with Pearl Jam one day too.
Yeah, I see myself I just love being on live stage. So anything that I can get in front of people and express myself, that's where I want to be.
Well, actually, you should do a movie with Rob Thomas because he writes for TV. He wrote Veronica Mars. Did you see that series?
I did. I
That
heard
was the
that.
best. That was
Yeah.
the best series. So I'm a big Rob Thomas fan in that way.
Yeah.
And then but the movie Walk Hard, that was the one I was in with Pearl Jam.
Okay. I'm going to have to check that out.
And then we have Carlos Santana that designs shoes because I could see Javier being the next Carlos Santana, but the actor version. Do you sing, Javier?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's the one thing you don't do.
Only
He
in the
does
shower,
everything,
that's it.
so I'm like,
Only in the shower, that's it.
you do everything else, so you're gonna be like the actor version of Carlos
You'll be
Santana. making
surprised.
shoes.
One of these days, you're just going to put out a
Right,
little
right,
project.
right. I mean, I do love singing, but I don't think I'm a great singer, so I don't know.
Girl,
I take some voice classes.
By her, would you ever do vocal classes for people?
Definitely.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm
I
down.
mean, you can book
Then
me.
I'm
You
down.
can book me to teach you how to sing. You can book me to sing for you. To sing. Right now, what
Wow.
I'm getting into is I'm really into the wedding industry right now, so I can see myself very easily, very quickly becoming a wedding singer. So.
Well, actually, I mean, if you have
I
a
think
wedding,
we
you
can work
get
together.
you get Javier to dress you. You get this girl to sing for you. I
Like a
mean, this
package,
is
right?
We're a package deal
We
now.
do a package deal.
and they're both very attractive. So there you go.
Oh, thank you.
I'm off.
Thank you so much for coming on, Jess. We're gonna have you on again for something because you
I'm
just
on
keep on
something
doing
else. Something else.
You guys just keep on doing so much stuff and having so much talent, which
Yeah.
is what this show's about. People
Yeah.
doing big things in a small town, and you guys certainly took that up like 5 million notches.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
having me.
Jasmine. We'll see you soon on this.
Remember your name anymore. Don't you dare don't walk away just because you got nothing to say. I'm watching your ego deflate on the floor right before me. Down on your knees, and you're begging me, please forgive you and just walk away.
Central Valley's hard.
Anymore. Remember your name.
Live is the lovely Tom Scott.
Cannot believe I've lived so many years, loved so bad that I cannot believe I've cried so many tears, loved so bad that but I come back to you, I come back to you, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me turn the clock back to the day when we walked in the sun all day, and laughter came so easily to us. Time was slow and time was right, clear skies, the very side. We were so in love, just you and me. I cannot believe I've lived so many years, loved so bad that I cannot believe I've cried so many tears, loved so bad that but I come back to you, I come back to you, Let me turn your heart back to the day when we walked in this rain all day, but neither of us seemed to get away. Time was rushing by like a mighty wind, but as in the eye of a hurricane, we were oblivious to its sunset. The sun rose up and set in your eyes before the sun came up again. I realized that you were worth sometime. All that time we swore we'd never die. I cannot believe I've lived so many years, learned so that I cannot believe I've cried so many tears, loved so that but I come back to you, I come back to you, I come back to you. Yeah, I come back to you. I come back
God, that is beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful, beautiful. I am really blown away today by both you and Jazmen because you guys should both be at Lucy's Lounge. Have you performed there?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know where I am in this. I mean, they always have lovely people, and they're actually a sponsor of the Everything Sparkle show, of Bobby
No,
Salzer.
Lucy's is
So,
great.
yeah. Beautiful. How long have you been performing?
Most of my life.
I love how you didn't want to give. You look great, so you did. So have you always been solo or usually with groups? How does this work?
Both. I love to do solo stuff like the Palms where I'm playing at tomorrow.
I'm so excited. I love the Palms. It's so classy. It's so beautiful.
It's awesome, yeah.
What's going on tomorrow? Is it just you, or is there an actual event and you're singing at it?
So I usually play there every Friday doing the piano bar there. on
Well, now I
Fridays.
know where I need to be going. I just started getting Friday nights off because I usually work Friday nights. So I am gonna make it a point to go see you.
We have fun. We have fun. But so the Palms is Wally and Kanata are so gracious to have me do my video reveal because I wrote a song called Time, and I'm doing a video reveal at the Palms, and it's going to be a big party.
What does that mean? What's a video reveal?
Well, it's like the first time everybody sees the video of this song that I wrote.
Like a music video or
Yes.
like?
Yes.
Why wasn't I in it?
Well,
I do music
that's
videos,
why
you
we-
know.
That's why we. Oh yeah. No, we're going to do more. So.
Well, I'd love, you
Next
know.
one, yes, definitely.
Yeah, I started with a Blink-182 video. That's how I got but this music is way better than Blink-182. I mean, but I love this style. It's so classy. It's so beautiful. And the last song, explain it to me.
So I love with songs and films and everything. I love really dreamy stuff. So this one, most songs start with an element of reality and then they go into some fantasy, you know. So part of this is based on a relationship from a long time ago, and then the rest of it goes into just kind of just a dreamy quality, you know. And I love words. I love poems. I love.
Was this your relationship from a long time ago?
Yeah, yeah.
And
She
did she ever hear this song?
I don't think so. I haven't seen her for quite a while, so.
That's because every musician I've had that's written about X, they always say, yeah, I don't know if they've read. I'm like, I mean, it's great that some art was created out of something.
Well, because songs aren't really about like one person, you know. They're, you know, if somebody thinks it's kind of autobiographical or something like that, it's not really like that. It starts.
It starts like that and it ends
right,
up
with
being
an
a
element,
different.
and then it just it becomes its
Has
own.
its own, just
Yeah.
like poems and everything else. That's
Right.
great.
Right.
So where can we hear your music?
So I'm just really kind of building this thing, and after we do this reveal, we're going to start putting more and more stuff online. And I've been working on a bunch of my own, and this is one of the tunes.
Well, is there anything out right now on SoundCloud or anything that we can go follow you and hear your stuff?
Not right now, but it's coming.
So I'm just stuck hearing you guys live, you and Jazmen. There's nowhere that
But live.
I
yeah.
can't be at home in my bathtub with candles because I kind of wanted to right now. It was like, this is the perfect song. And
Yeah. So well, it's coming. It is. It's coming soon. So I've been trying to do this for a while. Yeah.
So right now, Palms every Friday night. Where else?
Occasionally Lucy's. I've been doing a lot of stuff up in the Bay Area recently.
What brought you to the Central Valley? Have you always been here?
I grew up here, yeah, in this area. I moved down to LA and then I came back. I don't know. I think a lot of people just wind up back here and they think they're going to go somewhere else. Like I would love to go up to the Pacific Northwest. You know, it's just beautiful up there. I was in Seattle recently and I loved it up there. And it's kind of my climate. I love rain and fog and stuff like that. You know?
It's a very artistic climate. I love it. Well, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. I'm definitely going to start going to the Palm so I can see you whenever
Awesome.
I'm off on a Friday night. Because
Awesome.
It's such beautiful, beautiful music. So, what's the next song you're gonna sing for us?
So I wrote this song called Something for Nothing. And it's got kind of a moral to it. The chorus is, you can't get something for nothing.
That's for
Even
sure.
though it might seem like it for a while. You can't get something for nothing. So why even try? You know.
I've learned that. I can't wait to hear it. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you. So here we go. That's all you ever say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Take, that's all you ever do. But when you try to take time away from something, you're gonna give another day, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when you try to take a love away from nothing, gonna give another way, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said you can't get something from nothing, even though it might seem like it for a while, yeah. Said you can't get something from nothing, so why even try? You gotta give love your bone, yeah. And it'll come back around, yeah. Live, that's what I need from you, oh, oh, oh. 'Cause you can't give until you've received it, yeah. Are you tired of taking something for nothing? Won't you share this lonely old life? Because you can't get something from nothing, even though it might seem like it for a while, yeah. Said you can't get something from nothing, so why even try? You gotta give love your bone, hey. And it'll come back around, yeah. You gotta give the love your bone, yeah.
Thank you, Tom. That was amazing. I love your music. It's so, so beautiful. And
Thank
so-
you.
How many songs do you think you've...
Hundreds, a lot.
Well, you were dressed super sharp. You didn't even know that this was like the day for that. Because we had our fashion man, we have you. I'm just like...
No, I came in as a man in black.
I never get this special treatment. All these sharp dressed men. I love it. I feel spoiled. Now it's like I'm gonna have like a requirement to be on the show. You gotta be dressed dressed to the nines. Well, thank you so much. I look forward to hearing your music. And when you do get it out in the SoundCloud, same with Jazmen. You guys gotta keep us posted so I could tell our viewers, because I'm sure that everyone's gonna be wanting to hear more of you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, I think I've seen you before. Familiar shadow on the floor.